So in terms of what is mindfulness, my experience and understanding of it and how I connect to it, both personally and professionally, is that it is a stance, it is an approach that we take in our lives in relationship to ourselves, in relationship to other people in our lives who we love or don't love, people that we encounter, experiences we have. It's a way to be with what's real for us in the present moment. And I think most notably, it's a way to be with what's real for us in an open, curious way, without sort of pushing away from things that maybe don't feel great or are outright unpleasant or uncomfortable or distressing or really an experience of suffering, and also without sort of latching on or longing to keep around things that feel better or things that feel delightful. So it's really just about being present with whatever is alive for us in any given moment, and knowing that our emotional landscape is one that is fluid and changing, and no feeling we ever feel is final, and that experiences come and go. And so I think through this process of cultivating present awareness, we become empowered to get a little bit of distance from some of the things that we go through internally that feel like they're in the driver's seat. It's a way to sort of slow down, take a step back, notice what's happening for us without getting too caught up in what's happening for us, without getting too swept away. And so this is sort of a way that we can train our minds to operate in the same way we go to the gym, we work on building muscle. We can incorporate mindfulness as a type of mind training. And so it I'd say is very much the foundation of a lot of the work I do in treatment with people. And so that might just look like helping people slow down in the moment if they're experiencing something intense that feels overwhelming or feels particularly painful or feels difficult to be with. And really being able to notice what that is like, to get curious, to stop, to slow down, to accept what's happening for us, even if we don't want it to be happening. And then to get curious, and so maybe that looks like naming what's happening, labeling it, rating it. How severe does it feel on a scale of 0 to 10? Where do you feel it in your body? How do you know you feel it? What are the sensations? What are the accompanying thoughts? What's the story behind this experience? So really starting to get investigative and explore and discover a little bit more about who we are and what we go through without being swept away by it. And then I'd say I want to emphasize that I think one of the most important parts of all of this is cultivating an intentional practice of compassion for ourselves and for others, but for ourselves primarily when it comes to this, in terms of the challenges we have, the mistakes we make, the things that we go through that we don't want to or that don't feel ideal. Because without that, it's hard to move forward in meaningful ways.